Hobbit by J.R.R Tolkien. This story takes place long, long ago, many years before Frodo and the adventures of the Lord of the Rings take place. Here the main character is Bilbo Baggins, but we also have Gandalf playing a huge role, as well as a dozen or so dwarves led by the king under the mountain, Thorin himself. Bilbo was chosen by Gandalf to be the robber in the quest that the dwarves have. By their calculations, it is the perfect time to finally retake the mountain and reclaim their homeland. So they set off on a long journey, with Bilbo still a tiny bit clueless. The adventure seems to be going perfectly well until one moment. They're on the misty mountains and there are big rock giants fighting, chucking rocks at each other, destroying the mountain face. So the dwarves with Bilbo and Gandalf has to escape, and they do, but then they settle in a cave. This is their main mistake. The floor completely disappeared from under them and they fell into a massive goblin cave. There's thousands, if not more, goblins all occupying them, keeping them captive. All seems lost. Somehow though, Bilbo managed to escape and fall down to the very bottom of the whole cave. Here he met Smeagol and also found the almighty ring. Okay, so back up to the top of the cave. The dwarves seem helpless, but then Gandalf comes through and he rescues all of them. They fight, kill many different goblins and leave the cave. Unfortunately, this was not the end, and as soon as they got outside the caves, they were faced by a more dangerous enemy, orcs, led by the pale orc himself. They survived that night, regrouped, and continued their journey. The book continues as such, and we meet all the main characters such as Radagast, a shapeshifter, the elves of Riverdale, and also the dragon Smaug. It's a truly exciting adventure, and what a book. I won't spoil too much what happened at the end, but it's a great read. I found a few problems with the book though. It's quite short, being only 300 pages, and in this short space, some of the adventures have to be shortened down. You really notice this after watching the movies, where some scenes lasted 10-15 minutes and were only a page or two in the book. Talking about the movies, I feel like Bilbo, a great hero, showing such courage in this book, it's insane. Like the one instance comes to mind is when they're in Mirkwood and Bilbo fights off hundreds of spiders being invisible and visible at times through the use of his ring. It really creates depth to a character that we initially did not value, and the movie did not feature this. I feel like that was a huge flaw. The Hobbit as a whole is a great book. It's relatively easy to read, the story is very well developed, the characters are fabulous, and the resolution is what we want. If you're looking for a great adventure and a fantasy book, highly recommend The Hobbit by J.R.R Tolkien.